Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube, and I use spirit, my intuition, the tarot to communicate energies to you guys. Amazing, beautiful viewers. I'm so blessed to be here today doing your reading. If you're new to this channel, welcome, and I am so happy that you found me. If you are returning, I am so blessed, so grateful to be doing your reading again today. You guys are all very safe and welcome in this space with me today. Let's get into your reading. So we're looking at what's next in love. And who is this person coming towards you? Okay, so if it is a whole new energy of someone you do not recognize, could be a new person entering your life, for those of you guys who might be single or looking for love. And if this is a return energy of someone that you're not wanting to hear from, then I suggest you go to another pile or just go to another reading altogether. Okay, I can't help who comes through here. And so if we get a be back, someone coming back, then that is the messaging, which I'm just reading energy and cards. Okay, so take a look at these 4 options to choose from. I have pre-shuffled oracle cards for all 4 of these. I've not looked at them. My question to spirit was, tell me more about this person, this energy, in regards to what's next in love, or who this person could be coming towards you in love. Okay, so this is meant to be more of a romantic type reading, romantic type love, but you can use this for whatever aspect in regards to energy that's coming into your field. Okay, so put it into context. Do not force any messages to fit. Certain specific messages are for certain individuals. And if it sounds very heavy, like your own energy, then chances are your person's coming towards you could be in another pile, and you've just tapped into your own frequency, your own energy. Okay, so beautiful people. Option number 1, we have Santa Muerte. I will put the timestamp in the description box and in the pinned comment below, take you directly to your pick. Option number 2, we have the Crow Tarot. Option number 3, we have the Mystical Manga Tarot. And finally, option number 4, we have the Mystic Mondays Tarot. So gorgeous angels, sit with these 4 piles, and I will see you guys at your pick. Hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 1, you guys picked the Santa Muerte Tarot deck. We're going to look at the tarot first, and then we're going to reveal the oracle cards, which are pre-shuffled. I have not looked at these. This is going to indicate the energy of the person coming towards you, or what's next in love here. Okay, we're assuming it's a person, that it can describe this person, but depending on what's coming in for love, we'll see. All right, so we'll see with the tarot what it is Spirit wants to communicate for you guys. Beautiful pile 1. And as I communicated during the intro, sometimes you tap into your own energy frequency, and so this is going to sound a lot like you. If that's the case, the person coming towards you could certainly be in another pile, okay, depending on what's communicated. And we never know as tarot readers what comes through. Okay, I'm just reading cards and energy. If this is someone that's returning from the past that we don't want to hear from, then go check out another pile or another reading. Okay, I can't help if there's a return of someone here that you're trying to distance yourself from. Okay, so Spirit, clear and concise message for beautiful pile 1 in regards to what is next in love for pile 1. Is there someone coming in? What's next in love for pile 1? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 1. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful pile number 1. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, pile 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing a reading again. Thank you so much. What's next in love? Do feel I'll leave that there. Okay. So, bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. And we have Temperance. Wow. Okay, so we have Virgo, Gemini, and Sagittarius energy. Let's reveal them all before we communicate. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in reverse. And we have the Fool in reverse, Aquarius energy, the Page of Wands in reverse. And we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Is that 9? Yes, 9 of Wands in reverse. Sorry, sometimes the 9s and 6s look the same. And then we have the Six of Swords, clarified by the Lovers in reverse, so more Gemini energy. Okay, and then we have the 10 Wands, and we have the 6 Pentacles, clarified by the Queen of Swords in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, let me tap into this energy. This is quite a bit pulling through here, okay? It's under Temperance. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay. Okay. Okay, I might have to do another round here because I feel like this probably isn't anything new. This is kind of explaining potentially what's gone on. Okay, so there is a little bit of what you're doing now, which I feel is healing and bringing balance to yourself. And you're manifesting someone or a situation towards you, but you are ripe for manifestation right now. And maybe that's just your message. And so we'll see who it is you're manifesting. But I feel like you're working on balance, you're working on healing. And why is because I can see what's happened here. I see that there's been an energy here of a break potentially with someone who's pulled away. So it doesn't feel over by what I see here, but it feels like it's a break or stop in communication because someone ghosted or blocked or ran. Okay, or maybe we pulled away because we don't want to confront someone or something here, but I'm sensing it's 2 energies, and yours is most likely this Magician, this Temperance. Okay, because someone's hurt you in some way by not expressing themselves. And so I feel like we feel unloved, and we feel like we've, I don't know, like love wasn't reciprocated here. And so I feel like we're learning about balance. We're learning about opening the heart space. We're learning about compassion. We're learning how to manifest love in a different way that might be very new for us. Okay, because of whatever it is that we experience here. So I feel like someone most likely isn't coming forward that you feel potentially owes you communication or an explanation. I feel like there was potential of an opportunity here with someone who didn't want to take a chance on you or didn't explore this connection because they ended it abruptly or they just ran. Like you were with a runner here. So it didn't work out. And so this person could have certainly have been more concerned with their set of circumstances, you know, like how they'd appear, or maybe they just, yeah, like completely pulled away. And so I feel like whatever potential is there is blocked at this time. And so what you're doing is you're trying to move away from this experience, this feeling of loss or this feeling of being let down. But I feel like it's very heavy for you. And I feel like you feel as though something's going to give here, or potentially you feel like this person might come forward at one point in time because you feel very connected to this person, like this person is your destined partner, or that this is part of your love path, you know, your destined love path to connect with this person. And so it's like, I don't know how long I can maintain this energy, but I don't know how long this person can maintain the energy that they're in because something seems inauthentic about them blocking, resisting, or locking you out, you know. And so you've been slowly chipping away at moving out of this energy to restore some sort of balance and some sort of healing. But I feel like you want there to be balance in this connection, for this person to show up energetically. And it's like, I don't know, I can't see, I don't understand why they ran, I don't understand why they're not here, I don't understand where I'm headed, I don't understand if I'm supposed to do anything with this person or if I'm supposed to move on to a new connection or what. Like, I'm very unclear and I'm very hurt by what this person did. Like, should I be upset? Should I lay a boundary here? Or should I just accept this for what it is? Like, you're not sure how to restore balance, but I feel like you're ready to receive something. You know, like you want to receive something and you certainly want this person to show up or make amends or explore this connection that's been stunted and blocked because of their action. So I feel like what Spirit is showing is there's a need for you to understand about unconditional love. Okay, and so how this story would go is that whatever's going on in our mind story is one understanding, is based on our experiences, okay, and our perceptions of how we feel about what happened and the understanding we have about what's happened. And then there is the heart, which comes with no story, and it's always full of grace, forgiveness, wanting to be of service and give love and support without judgment. Okay, and so when we live from the heart space and we don't completely just toss out the mind and forget that the mind exists, we bring the mind into the heart. And what does this mean? This means now when we react, when we respond, it comes from a loving heart space. What would love want me to do right now? What's the most compassionate thing I can do right now? What is the most loving thing for this person and this situation I could do for me and this person in this set of circumstances? We're not quite there yet. I think we're still triggered or hurt. And so there's still reactions that are coming from us that we need to balance out. So the universe is saying, what you're manifesting here is balancing your own energy, opening the heart space, balancing the mind and heart coherence instead of just the mind story, the mind reacting, the mind speaking and taking action based on how it feels or thinks things need to be. And then it's allowing you to feel compassion, love, grace. And there's a need to detach from the mind of what I think should happen, what outcome I believe needs to be the thing. And so as we detach from mind, or at least bring the mind into the heart, and so now the heart is really the one that's responding, and the mind, the residence of the mind is now sitting in the heart. We're bringing it into the heart, and so now our response is a loving response here. But I don't think we're there yet. And so this is why the universe is showing this person, which I feel is destined. You are right. There's something about this connection that is supposed to allow there to be a pathway for you to go down and experience this person. I feel like this is the answer, the key to your ascension, your understanding of heart mind coherence, a solution to this partnership. But I feel like this person, as well as you, are needing to restore balance. Okay, and so this is why you guys are apart. This is why this person has ran, you know, and I feel like this person ran because they have their own triggers and traumas to deal with. And so I feel like this person, his energy is coming through as someone who might stick to what they know, didn't want to take a chance to get hurt again, has their heart sort of, you know, hidden here, not wanting to share their heart. They're working on transforming as well and finding balance in self. And so I feel like this person didn't explore. But we see the closed scroll, and like I always explain, the closed scroll is what's the future potential here? You know, it's the map of the experience that we haven't yet seen or explored. We haven't explored this. And so in this swing, it could be this person is showing up and not, or going in back and forth, hot and cold, you know, putting one toe in and one toe out, coming in, saying one thing and then doing another, and then they fucked off, or they, you know, they seem consistently inconsistent here. But it's like, when is the other shoe gonna drop? So I feel like this is what you've been going through, but Spirit's really showing that, like, the what's next here is you're really priming a manifestation right now. Okay, and so Spirit wants you to be very in tune with where's your heart at, where's your mind at, okay, and to check if we're in the mind, are we constantly living in the mind space, to qualify that thought and pull it back to the heart. Okay, pull it back to the heart. And so it doesn't mean we can't feel bad or angry or sad or upset. We feel that, but we don't let that act through us in a way of word or action. You know, saying mean things or taking vengeance or being upset. So what we do is we feel it and we say, okay, yeah, I know you're angry. Yeah, how could they do this to me? You know, okay, we're upset. We let it sort of feel through us. But then it's like, okay, and now what does my heart say? Okay, because after a while, the ego is no longer fun or appealing. It's like, yeah, I could just do what my ego wants, get mad at this person, tell them to screw off or that they hurt me, but what's the fun in that? There's no lesson here. My ego always wants to have sort of a back and forth. What's going to be more growth here is, okay, but what would love want me to say and do? What's the most loving thing here, the most compassionate thing I could do to make my experience a lot different than what I've experienced here? And it's very difficult. It's difficult for us to be in an energy like this initially. And so I feel like you're capable of this, and this is what Spirit wants you to work on so that you can manifest the perfect for you connection here. Okay, because I see the lock and the key. So it's like two people that fit together here. And I can't help but notice this person has, which I was feeling was your person, this briefcase with the heart here, stored away. And it's like you have the key to unlock this person's heart, and vice versa here, because the heart is what needs to open. And both the hearts are locked, yours and this person. Yes, maybe they're the ones that ran. Maybe they're the ones that seem wishy-washy, but you're the one in an energy here of mind ego, needing to know or coming from the mind space of the stories and the projections, and Spirit saying, no, the heart has nothing to attach to it. It has no conditions, has no expectations. The heart just loves and wants to be of service and compassion. It doesn't mean it allows people to treat us like crap, but it extends compassion here. Okay, I understand this person is needing to heal. This is why they're in and out or hot and cold. Give them space, give them time to think or see, or I'm just going to focus on what I can manifest for myself, getting out of any Five Swords conflict, because I don't want to perpetuate Five Swords. So I feel like for this group, you could be with someone that you've been perpetuating cycles, I'm coming in and out, swinging on a pendulum, or your feelings swinging back and forth with this person, doing circles. And so the circle could certainly also be both of you guys having to break certain patterns in love. Like normally this person always runs or ghosts or doesn't get close, always has their heart in a briefcase, sealed away, locked away, heart and key. And maybe your heart's always been closed in connection. You haven't been able to love unconditionally, to see from the heart space, to really show compassion and grace for yourself, what you deserve, and also extend this to another. So now we repeat this in relationship, and we do cycles. And so Spirit's saying, we're getting you out of this and getting this person out of this. This is a joint journey, but both you guys aren't at that, at that crossroads of being able to explore each other, because we're still doing circles. We're still moving out of difficulties. We're still in sabotage, because when we're in mind, we're in sabotage. When we're upset or angry or think we need some mind food to make us feel whole and complete, then we're still in sabotage. We're still in sabotage mode. We're still avoiding and running and not confronting the pains. And the pain here would be what's going on in my heart space. Why is it that I feel I need certain things from my mind in order to feel whole and complete? I'm already whole and complete. I'm whole and complete right here. I'm sitting in a very still, peaceful energy here, full of love, ready to be of service, to show compassion unconditionally to this person that I feel is my destined person. If I can't feel this way for this person, how am I going to feel this for anyone else? Okay, or myself. So this is what we're learning. Now, I don't feel I need any more tarot, because I feel like we're going to get repeat, showing the exact same thing. We want to see then what's next in this connection, because I feel like this connection doesn't seem over. And I feel like there's more lessons of self here, and your person as well. So what I had asked was, who is this person? Can we get an idea of what sort of characteristics this person, or what's next in love here if it wasn't going to be a person? So let's see what comes through and channel what this message is. Creativity. You love to devise new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination in the heart. Okay, so this is having to think outside of our norm here to be creative, okay, to show creative love. Here we have fire, which says liar. So this is 4 wands, and 4 wands is about structure, stability. Okay, fire is passion. The 4 wands is a coming together, is a union. 4 wands for my readings sometimes are indicative of twin flames, if you resonate with that journey, which has certainly sounded like that. It's a coming together. fire. Wow. So we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. We also have, with the creativity here, a lot of water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So we have new love, new person, and unknown person. So I really feel like this is pulling through as your person, this person coming as a new person into this connection, and you coming in as a new person, like a whole new person here. You know, like being this gem of a person that's shed all these constraints, that's had to lean into your creativity, burn off a lot of these distortions. So now we're ready for love, to love differently, to love this person. So we'll see. It does say new person, so we'll see if it's literal. But one of my first inkling here, seeing this gem, is like I'm truly capable of being in this new energy, and same with my person, so that we're able to create this stability. Gifts, surprises, presents, openings. So this could be a literal gift, an offering. And the box is open here. It's blasting open. Surprises and presents. Lover. Light attributes. Great passion and devotion. Unbridled appreciation of someone or something. Shadow attributes. Obsessive passion that harms others. Self-destructive devotion. Okay. And we have gambler. So this is that fool energy we were seeing in reverse. So it says light attribute, willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. Shadow attributes, relying on luck rather than hard work. Let's leave it like that. And then we have the teacher. So this is the lessons we're learning. Light attributes, ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. Shadow attributes, manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. And then we have the eros, which is erotic energy. Okay, it's this passionate energy, being connected to our sexuality or sensuality, being able to communicate truth. And look, it's the gem is in the mouth. So we can speak our authentic, truest self. That's sort of free or unencumbered by all of the traumas and triggers and things of the past. So what I communicate here is new expression. Wow. Okay, well, this is a very passionate energy here. Let me read you guys the arrows in a bit. Okay, so we have the void. So this kind of feels like that reverse Knight of Swords, you know. It's like you'd be feeling abandoned, feeling let down, feeling kind of, what do I do? It's also Queen of Swords reverse. Like we don't have direction, we don't have clarity. We're in this period of maybe no contact or uncertainty. I'm feeling a lot of pull here. This is also giving me a lot of like devil energy, but the devil is coming through as like obsessive pull here. And so we're learning lessons of this. You know, how to love, how to show up in a different energy. Yeah, complete different energy, like become a whole new person. And we have to become a whole new person in how we give love and show love, how we receive and give love. Yes, with this gift. So it's like the Six Pentacles coming through as the balance, the temperance. How do I give and receive love in a healthy way here? That is a gift rather than an attachment or a fear, or driven from a need for power or a need for outcome. This is a whole new way for me to love and see myself, you know, and this is when I'm a true gem. This is when I'm speaking my authenticity. This is when I can communicate how I truly feel here, when we can lay the foundation. But I feel like we have to really burn off a lot, and we have to see it from a complete different sort of angle here, you know, in order for this person to also take a chance. You know, maybe they don't want to be hurt again. Maybe they're not listening to their intuition. So lots of lessons here. Yellowing, yeah, this is the die off. So die off, new person. Okay, yellowing is the old self that's shedding. And we become born as a new person. And we have to shed the old skin. So we have the number 14, which is temperance again, Sagittarius energy. So we have to come balanced. But we can't make space for any of our new energy if we still are holding on to old pains and old understandings with the snake, which is all about wisdom. So it's like my experience of the past has filled me with some sort of information, knowledge, and now I need to be wise. you know, and if I act from my mind, it's more of an intellect from the mind. But if I act from the heart, it's now a wisdom or an intelligence from the heart. So now I need to be like this temperance and do my heart-mind coherence, bring the mind into the heart. So now when I act and respond, it's coming from a loving place, which is very different than how you give love, how you receive love. Okay, this is what we're learning. Lightening, more snake energy, wisdom and healing and shedding of the old. So here's the new. The egg is all about rebirth. So this confirms to me, which I'll still pull some tarot with this new love because I wasn't expecting to see this, but in fact, we have new person and this unknown person. It's like we don't see this in ourselves just yet, and we don't recognize this part of this person because this has to be learnt. This has to be sort of creatively cultivated, like this temperance, because temperance is all about alchemy. So we have to create this new person. We have to put together and this sort of energy of this new person. You know, it's unknown to me at this time. It's not created. This person doesn't even exist yet. So how does this person exist? This person, okay, when I say this person, it's you and this person, because it's very mirrored in this lesson of learning about grace and unconditional love, how to give and receive with no conditions, pure. Okay, so how do we get to this state? What we have to do is we have to be able to shed all of the stuff that we might have been hanging on to or understood as part of how to love in order to cultivate this new energy of someone here that I don't recognize, but that person is always there underneath all of that conditioning and triggers and traumas. So this is what's being reborn here, okay? So we have 13, which is about transformation. It's all about shedding the old, releasing what doesn't serve, the old self. It's also spiritual awakening, transformation, learning. Okay, Scorpio energy really pulling through here. Wow, very strong. Okay. Some of you guys might even be going through like a Kundalini, okay, with all the snake energy, which is like a spiritual awakening, but it is very physical, happening in the body. Okay, awakening of the serpent energy, which definitely is indicative of a twin flame journey here. Saturn. So this is that Capricorn energy I was feeling with the devil. But Saturn, here we have the balance, so giving me the temperance again, you know, the shadow and the light, so integrating. But I feel like the Saturn talks about that dedication, that commitment. And so we might have to make some sacrifices and commitments and dedications to certain things in order to attain a reward or a gift at the end of this sort of, you know, it's like having an exercise regime that we're consistently working on. And then at the end, we see the results. Same energy as Saturn here, okay? But it's through pain sometimes that we have to burn off certain things. So I feel like we're having to cut out a lot of things with the death, with the scythe. And so this is also talking about the abrupt separation or the ending, you know, but it's like it had to happen. And maybe we want to understand it with the Queen of Swords in reverse. Like, why did they leave? I need to understand it and comprehend. And Spirit is saying, like, it had to end here, okay? Or that person you knew has to be put to an end because we're repeating cycles. And so the ending was to trigger some sort of lesson here in cultivating a new self and cultivating new people that could come together that are more balanced, the yin, the yang, the masculine, the feminine, okay, in order to create harmony and union. So we have to put an end to certain things. I'm still going to read this Eros energy. And then the salamander, yeah, this is this. So burning off. Okay, it's also all the snake energy. So we shed, we burn off, we transmute. That's what the salamander is. Okay, going through the fire in order to become whatever's left of the salamander after all of this other energy sort of falls away. And so the salamander sheds its tail. Okay, it's a lizard here that regrows its tail, and the lizard's the only one in the animal kingdom here that can lose a limb and regrow a new one. And so this is really, again, confirming this new love, this new person. It's like this is a new tail. It didn't exist there beforehand. It had to be cultivated, and through the pain of losing the tail, you know, burning off transmuting the negative energy. Okay, the mind story, the old self, and then the new self can emerge, like this new tail, which is completely different. There's the butterflies, 2 of them, confirming this transformation on both sides of this manifestation. Okay, no doubt in my mind here. Okay, I know we weren't expecting to see new love, but every card here is supporting the new person, the new self. The alchemy happening with the new self for you is also allowing this person to alchemize themselves. And so this awkward period of the void, we feel we don't know which way is up or down. We feel disconnected from our person, and we're having to shed. We're doing transformation. We have one understanding in our mind. We need to shed a whole bunch in order to have the die-offs, to burn it off, in order to create the stable ground here. So it does take a lot of this creative energy. But really what we're doing is we're opening up. Okay, so we can give and receive. Yeah, here, openings. Okay, give and receive love like a flow channel. So we could trust, you know, and so you're trusting if I let go and allow this person space to be the most loving thing I can do. So this is very different than what you're used to, because maybe you're trying to hang on or understand. And so you're surrendering, and you're taking a chance here with the divine, trusting your intuition of letting go and surrender. Whereas this person is learning to trust to love again. I can trust to experience this person and learn, rather than just run away or push, block, and deny. Okay, we're both coming in free of baggage, like this Fool that we were seeing, not bringing in things of the past, hurts and traumas and old stories and old snakeskins, okay, in order to love and be of service, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. So I just love you as you are, and not wanting you to change or be anything different. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So this is 71, which is number 8. And 8 is all about that animal passion, you know, like feeling that animalistic energy, which is, whilst feeling devil, is like if you were really, you know, have these obsessive, compulsive, lusty sort of energies pulling through on both sides. So it's like, how do I find balance with the temperance here to regulate this pull I have, you know? So it's all about the lessons and regulating and finding balance here in a very difficult situation. But we have to put an end to certain beliefs and certain ways we engage in cyclical behavior that's unhealthy. So here's the arrows. Okay, so it says love as desire, eroticism, and sensuality. Though arrows can be depicted as unbridled sexuality and eroticism, a more contemplative understanding of this archetypal energy leads us to the root of desire itself. What do we long for? Why are we awakened by love? What makes us hesitate in the face of intimacy? Your person hesitant, okay, and you being awakened by this person to love differently. You've been awakened, and that was the Kundalini energy I was feeling. There's a waking up to new love here, okay, to understand not only about this connection, but about yourself, you know. So what do we long for? Why are we awakened by love? What makes us hesitate in the face of intimacy? Eros connects us with primal longing to merge with another human being. Nature, music, art, plants, food, or anything that we perceive we are separate from. Eros allows us to momentarily unite. Our heart embraces otherness, and in doing so, we further understand our own. Our life force awakens. This card reveals an inevitable initiation. That's what the 4 Wands is, the initiation. Okay, into a love's labyrinth. You may find yourself swirling in a new territory of desire and sensuality. Explore the labyrinth with a curious and honest heart. Honest, true, like I said, with no distortions, no traumas, no projections. Okay, and then it says explore the labyrinth with a curious and honest heart. And remember, though the way is circuitous, round and round, you are always being led towards the center. What matters, the core. Okay, so the core is the true self, this gem that isn't full of all the projections and contaminations. Okay, pure state. But how do we get there? we have to go through a process. And like it said, it was cyclical. So we might have had to experience this person on a swing or coming and going, or, you know, we give in and we're not sure, and we feel pulled by our animal passions and our obsessions and our thoughts, and then we're back doing the same thing. And it's the triggers and projections and the 5 swords and the sabotage. So someone's learning about how to trust, to give love and receive it, you know, to be open channel, and the other person as well, without bringing in all of the triggers and traumas. So what's next in love? You and this person learning big lessons about how to love and about self. Okay, this is opening the actual heart space, not loving from the mind, not loving from a need for control, power, or change, being very creative in regards to how it is that my heart can be of service here. And so we learn that we are not separate. We learn to be separate in experience in the 3D world in order to understand a deeper level of what is actually going on energetically, that we are all one and we are all connected. So this is why we go through this period, and is difficult with the Saturn, because we might feel a lot of loss. We might feel a lot of challenge for quite some time. You know, this is the dedication and the commitment to our devotion and our understanding and the heart work we have to do. But it gets easier, I assure you. Every time you qualify your thought, every time you feel a burn off, every time you catch yourself in ego, you know, you're burning off certain things that are no longer you, and the real you emerges. Okay, and so when the real you wants to be of love and service, and then we find harmony and balance together, and we could create this together. But it's a dance of two. Okay, so trust that you guys are opening this flow. Beautiful people. I do feel I want to just pull one here for this new love, because I wasn't expecting to see it, and it could certainly be that it's your choice, you know, whether you want to engage with this person or if you want to go down the path of a whole new love here. Is certainly going to be up to you. But I do feel with the lovers, that destiny card, I feel like the path here is for you to experience this lesson. Otherwise, you'll just repeat the same sort of way that you've been loving, but with someone new, and the universe hasn't shown you anything. So let's see, what is this new love about, Spirit? This new person. It's like a new tail we're growing here. So now we have the Tower. Yeah, this is the deconstruction of the false self, the story we told, the shaky ground we want to build on, you know, the me I know right now, I want this person, I want this connection. It's like, no, you need to deconstruct. The Tower needs to fall. There's a falsity here that we might rely on, that we think is stable, a stable me. It's like, no, this needs to completely burn off. The tail needs to fall before the tail can grow. Tower, okay? There's lightning as well here. So this is the falling away. So lightning energy is Uranus energy, which is Aquarius energy. And Aquarius to me is thinking outside the box as well with this creativity. You know, and Aquarius is star energy, which is all about our wishes coming true, our hope, our vision, the future. It's about destiny and healing. So we're doing a lot of healing here to be in line with our destiny. King of Pentacles, creating the stability. Someone I can rely on. Someone that can commit to me. I could commit to this person. You know, so yeah, this is already something here that you're going to build to the long term. But in order to build to the long term, we have to let this Tower fall. 10 Wands, which we were seeing. So we go through the process of having to experience the lesson, you know, maybe feeling the burden of having to go through losing the tail. But it's only a matter of time here before we surrender. So I feel like we haven't surrendered just yet. You know, we haven't surrendered just yet. And here's the 6 of Swords in reverse. So we're still dealing with the sabotage. We're still dealing with the 5 swords. And Spirit's saying we're going to leave this behind, but we have to put down the 10 Wands and surrender. This is why it's heavy. This is why it's challenging. We're still dealing with this person's behaviors. We're still wrapped up in their drama. We're still not understanding to let the Tower fall and let go. Okay, yeah, the cyclical behavior. So I thought this was 6 swords. Oh yeah, 6 swords and 6. No. 9 swords, 6 swords. 9 swords, 6 swords. This is 9 swords. This is 6 swords. So still remains, okay, in the 5 swords. We're still in sabotage. Person's in sabotage. We're still pulled to their drama. But this is the cyclical thing I was feeling. And this is in the mind. We're loving from the mind, you guys, okay? This is the dark night of the soul. This is where the ego sits in the head. We're not in the heart. We're in the head. We're loving with our thoughts. We're loving with the idea of what love could be. We're loving with our understanding of what we need from this person. And it's really driven from our perception. And so it's really stuck up here. Okay, Spirit is saying we're learning to bring it down to the heart and understand this, that we don't see it just yet. Look at this closed book. The closed book is giving me High Priestess. Okay, willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. So now I doubt that if I let go, maybe this person will be gone forever. You know, so we're feeling separate. We think things are separate, and it's like, no, we haven't learned this lesson yet. This lesson is giving me also Hierophant with this teacher, learning a greater way, a greater commitment of how to love. But if we don't understand it, we can't love this way because we keep repeating cycles from the mind, what we thought and how we used to do it in the past. And so I repeat cycles with this person. I repeat unhealthy things in my relationship, and I'm sabotaging, and I'm stuck in Five Swords with people. And I keep this alive because of the same energy I'm giving into it with my same thoughts, thinking, why don't things change? It's because you're the consistent common denominator. Your unhealthy way of programming and thinking and reacting keeps repeating in your relationships, right? So we're still stuck. Whether it's this person, another person, doesn't matter. We're stuck in that. So we got to come out of this. Only we can. Only we can take the oar and start rowing away. And this means I surrender. I'm humble enough to know I don't know anything. So I can look in this book, trust my intuition, and take this leap of faith so that things can align. I don't have to carry the burden here, you know, and I feel like what you want is commitment. You want a long-term thing here. And so the tower must fall. And this is what this new love is, loving differently than we've ever loved before, understanding ourselves from a different perspective here that we haven't been able to understand or learn. You know, we're stuck in the cycle. Okay, so you're changing. You're changing, and this will change the people around you, okay, including this person, I feel. And if you want the new lover, you can certainly have it, although I feel you're really, really pulled by this person. And that's difficult for you to learn this lesson because you're more focused on what's going on here in the 3D. They left, they said, they need to do, I'm separate, I'm sad, I need to understand it, I'm in my mind, I feel anxiety when I'm apart from them. And so we need to die this off, okay? It's difficult. Okay, you could still feel pulled by this person, but we need to be more captain of our ship. Okay, cut off certain things, let that tower fall, surrender, trust the divine, trust things are going to be aligned, be open to receive and give without attaching and hanging on, you know, chasing or resisting, or your person would be resisting, you would be hanging and clinging. Okay, whatever is dynamics going on here. So this is a long reading, pile 1, but this was your reading nonetheless. If you're pulled to another pile, there could be another message in there for you, okay? Don't tag yourself to any sort of thing unless it resonates with what you're experiencing, okay? Don't identify as any story or anything. You're a free being. So you create, you manifest. You're the master magician, okay? I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, hello, beautiful, gorgeous angels. Pile number 2. What's next in love? Who's coming in? Is it someone new? What is it? Okay, so if you pick the Crow Tarot, pile 2, then this is your reading. And like I mentioned in the intro, sometimes we just tap into our own energy. And so these oracle cards are going to sound a lot like you. If that's the case, then there could be an energy in another pile that resonates for you. Okay, but what I did ask Spirit was, what is coming in next in love for you? Okay, is this a new person? Is this someone returning? And can we describe who this person is here? Okay, if there is a person indeed, we don't know. We're going to see. We're going to pull the tarot first to see what's next in love. Okay, and like I say, if this is someone you don't want returning from the past, I can't help it. I'm just going to read what I see here. So you can go check out another pile or another reading altogether if it's someone from the past that we're trying to leave behind. Okay, but we'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message here for beautiful pile number 2. Spirit for pile 2, what's next in love? Is there anyone coming in? What's next here in regards to what pile 2 will be experiencing for love? Now, I do intend on this being, you know, the romantic type of love, but it could just be energy coming your way. And so take it into context, however you see fit. Okay, so what's next in love? Spirit, please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of this reading of pile 2. What's next in love for pile 2? We got 3 pentacles. Thank you so much, pile 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing your reading. So I do feel it's this way. Actually, I feel like it's like this. Thank you so much, pile 2. And we have the 5 pentacles in the reverse. And we have the 2 swords. I don't read bottom of the deck reverse. And under that, we have the King of Swords. Okie dokie. So, King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, 2 swords, 3 pentacles, 5 pentacles in reverse. Let's flip them all before I start. 5 cups. Okay, and we have the Empress in reverse, Taurus, Libra energy. We have the Moon in reverse, Cancer, Pisces, and we have the 8 Wands in reverse, High Priestess in reverse. Oh my goodness. And then 7 Swords in reverse. Okie dokie. I wasn't expecting these readings to be like this, but I guess I have the same collective here. So I was hoping, you know, there'd be all these new singles coming here and it'd be like, new loves coming in. It's not the case. So why it's funny to me is because the readings are still the same and don't matter what title I put here. You're experiencing something with someone. Okay? You're experiencing something with someone, and this someone seems very irritating. So this is going to tell you what's going on with this person. If you don't want to hear about this person, go to another reading, okay? I feel like this person's been indecisive, hasn't been clear. They're thinking about you, okay? They're thinking about what to do. If this is you, then this is your energy, but I feel like it's someone you're dealing with. What do I do? I'm not clear. I don't know how to move forward. I was not being honest with how I felt, or I wasn't, my words and my actions weren't aligned with the truth of how I felt. And so I was acting in a way that wasn't authentic. So I might have suppressed or not said or not followed up. And so now I want to apologize, or I want to communicate, but I don't know how I'm going to go about this communication with my person, which is you, pile 2. Okay, but what has happened is I haven't been able to communicate or take action. And so we haven't been able to work together. And I'm thinking about how can I show up and work together? Specifically communicate to pile 2 that I want to work together. I feel love here with the cherries. I want to be able to show up and be energetically available here to create something that I haven't been able to because I've been stuck and indecisive and not providing clarity. I've been out in the cold too long. I don't want to sit out here. It's not conducive to any energy, and so I feel saddened by the fact that I ruined it, or that we couldn't come together. I've been more focused on what it didn't matter here, and so I see pile 2 as someone that, you know, I could work with, and I want to work with. But this person has a lot of challenge when it comes to self-love, when it comes to understanding their own self-value and understanding about unconditional love. Okay, and they feel like they've been rejected by you, and they feel rejected by you because most likely this person has sort of done it to themselves here. Okay, and so now they're crying over spilt milk, but it's like I had a lot of fear that made me sabotage or keep me sort of in this freeze state, but now it's like I want to see through or understand where this fear was stemming from. And so they've had time, I feel, to reflect on their subconscious, okay, and come to some sort of understanding. But it's like I no longer want to be in this state because there's a lot of fear around giving love and receiving love, like being open to love, relationship. It could be fear of commitments and fear of being exposed or opening my heart. Okay, so this is why I haven't moved, and this is why I have not communicated. And so there's fear around, I don't know how pile 2 is going to respond to me. I don't know how I'm going to move forward in a way that's going to overcome this fear just yet. I understand that there's fears here. I understand that this got in the way. I understand that it made me left out in the cold. I understand that I wasn't working with pile 2. And I understand that it wasn't aligned for my greatest good, because something inside of me was telling me that pile 2 was someone I was supposed to work with, but I didn't listen to it. I avoided it. I didn't act in line with it. I sat there too long, and so now I'm looking at this. You see 5 feathers here, might be significant, crow feathers. So now I want to undo what I did here that wasn't authentic, that wasn't in line with the truth, you know, but now I don't know how to talk to them or what I'm supposed to do exactly. So I still feel kind of stuck here. 7 cups. Yeah, my indecision created confusion. I wasn't pointed and direct. I didn't choose pile 2. I didn't make myself available to create. All of these things I'm looking at now with sadness here, at the spilt milk that I've created here in this circumstance. So I want to talk. So this is what's next. This person is concocting a way, understanding how to come forward to communicate to you where they sabotaged and why they've been unclear to you. Okay, so we're going to look at the oracle cards and see who this person is and what's next in love here, okay? Wowzers. I was really expecting to see new people. I don't know what possessed me to think there would be new people here. Okay, so patience. You're able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own rhythm. Okay, this is beautiful because this is spirit talking to you as well. Okay, the heart knows of patience. And so when someone has 2 swords, the last thing we got to do is ultimatums and pressure anyone, because that's not coming from love. That's coming from an ultimatum. I want, I need, and I want you to be this, that, and the other. Love accepts wherever someone's at. Okay, now this doesn't mean you got to put your life on hold forever. This just means I show patience to this person because this person has sabotaging ways with that 7 swords. That for whatever reason they're incapable of acting in their highest truth, listening to their intuition. And so my only job here of the heart is patience. Now, if I cannot do this, then I do not love this person. I cannot convince myself that I'm doing something out of love. It's not out of love. It'd be out of ego, because the love only knows of love and patience. Okay, so this is the rhythm, meaning this person's transformation, which is affirmed here by this reading. They're transforming. It might not be as fast as you like. It might not be showing you what you want to see, but this is the rhythm of this person's healing. And that rhythm allows you to learn about patience. Learn to love, accept. Okay, lean into the heart space. Don't lean into the egoic mind and the need to see something with your eyes. Okay, forgive. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so this message is for you. So you're learning about patience, forgiveness, seeing clearly. Because when we see anything other than that, we're seeing ego, we're seeing traumas, we're seeing our own twisted perceptions. Okay, and Spirit's saying take off that filtration, because this is how we truly forgive. When we truly see clearly, it's from the heart. Because the heart doesn't carry any of the traumas. The heart sees clearly. The heart sees this person as someone who has been traumatized. So this person has done whatever they did. That was the 7 swords. Okay, and so now, but I see them as clear as light here, and I'm able to forgive. You know, I'm able to give off this energy of forgiveness, which means I accept that they are where they're at. This doesn't mean I think it's right or wrong or pass judgment or anything, but create space here for this person to accept that they're challenged, accept that they're indecision, that they're indecisive, accept that they haven't been aligned with their intuition, accept this. Okay. Resist and force and coerce and try to change it. And this shows patience from the heart. Travel, vacation, honeymoon, and enjoyment. So I feel like this is talking about a coming together here. Movement. Okay, so movement with the travel. I do feel this person is gearing up to communicate to you. This is that 8 wands that was in reverse, and that King of Swords that's thinking of how it could concoct some strategy here to approach you, to come together. Okay, but we see enjoyment, so we can either enjoy or we can stay in an energy of, you know, disappointment. It's really up to us how we move. Okay, so child nature, friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits, shadow attribute, tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. So this is the inner child. Okay, we need to nurture it. And so I feel like this person is inner child is needing to be healed. And so through forgiveness and patience, we extend as we would to a child, unconditional love, communication. Okay, because I feel communication is a big one here. I feel this person hasn't been able to communicate to you authentically. And so we understand with the heart. Okay, we understand with the heart. Father, yes, divine masculine energy. Light attributes, talent for creating and supporting life. Positive guiding light within a tribal unit. Shadow attributes, dictatorial control and abuse of authority. So, Aries energy pulling through. This is divine masculine. Okay, the divine masculine here is coming into a healing energy here of self, but it needs to nurture the inner child in order to step up into this beautiful father energy. So a father who hasn't healed his inner child needs nurturing, support, patience, forgiveness, acceptance in order for him to feel safe, in order for him to know what the stars here, his hope and wishes for the future for himself. So right now, if he's traumatized or triggered, or his inner child is hurting and not nurtured or supported, he's not thinking about the future. And so maybe you want to know, what does the future hold? What's in it for the long run? It's like, I can't get there until I'm in this beautiful divine masculine energy, which is able to step up, support, provide anything when I'm still triggered and needing to deal with my inner child wounds. Okay, and so with this guiding light, I feel like there's an ability for this person to break through this trauma of the inner child that hasn't been nurtured yet, or hasn't been dealt with, the triggering and the trauma. Okay, and that's why we're seeing that 8 wands in reverse. It's like, I need to have a breakthrough in this. I need to move out of this energy so I can move towards you, so we can have movement, so we can talk about the future, But if I don't deal with this or forgive what's gone on in my childhood or my past, then I'm sort of stuck here. Okay, knowing that I could be in my potential, because this is your person's potential here. Prince, romantic charm and potential for power. Potential for power, exactly. And then shadow attribute, using power for self-aggrandizement. So this person, this is a knight. Okay, they want to come forward. I feel like they want to show you appreciation. But see how these flowers are held behind the back. So it's like, behind all this trauma and trigger, I feel love, appreciation, but I haven't shown you or expressed it or come forward with it because I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. He's wearing this blue blazer or coat. So blue's all about self-expression and authenticity. And so I feel this person has a very difficult time expressing how they feel, expressing their emotions because of this inner child that needs nurturing. And so Spirit keeps coming back to, you would show patience to this child. You would accept this child. You would be a nurturing place for this child in order for them to overcome what they need. Yeah, heart. So the heart is the answer, and the nest is the safe place. Okay, so are you providing a safe place of nurturing? So yes, it could be divine masculine, and we don't need to, baby anyone. But when someone has triggers in their inner child, that they're feeling unsafe, they will keep shoving that down in that trauma, that trigger. And Spirit is saying they need a place to nurture this inner child so they could feel safe to express themselves. Okay, so it's up to you. Are you providing this from a heart space? Are we being patient here? Maybe you've moved away. Maybe you're pulled away. And Spirit is saying, create this safe space here out of the heart if there is love, because I feel there's love here with the heart. So calcification, yeah, we need to warm up where things are stuck. That's that 8 wands that's in reverse. It's stuck now. It's stuck. So only love with this flame. Okay, only love gets hot. Only love can warm up the heart. Only love can get this unstuck. So this inner child that's stuck because it's traumatized, it's triggered, it's forced, it's in the shadow. What do? We reject, we run away, we push it, and we don't give it a safe place, or we allow the child to come out by giving it warmth, making it feel safe, putting the light to it, allowing it to free itself. Okay, the inner child needs to be free, needs to be accepted and feel appreciated here in order for it to be able to do its thing. So I feel this person keeps shoving in their inner child here because they don't feel safe. And it could be because maybe we get triggered with this person, when they're indecisive with that 2 swords, or they're not being honest because they're 7 swords. They're never honest. And so this person wants to be honest. We saw it with the 7 swords in reverse. But it's like, I don't know how to get there because I don't see my own shadow. That's why it's a shadow for a reason. My shadow is this inner child that's hurt, and it's calling out to you. And so you feel pulled to this person through that because you sense it inside them. But on the outside, we don't see it because they're in 7 swords and not showing you. And so it's like, why is it that I feel this way with the high priestess in reverse? My intuition knows you're in there in your potential, but every time we're together, you're showing me something completely different with 7 swords. Okay, well, that light is true. The potential is true. That inner child's in there needing light, needing you to engage with it differently, provide warmth, provide safety, make it feel secure. Okay, if you haven't been doing that, that's why it hasn't had a safe place to show you this. But it takes a lot of patience. It's not one time. It's not. Okay, but first it begins with grace, forgiveness, acceptance. Yeah, look at this. So I get upset. If you're coming back in the indecisive energy, I get upset. We argue. This is arguments. This is saying things that are hurtful and mean. And it could be this person's aggressive, you know. They got to sort of let this out. And so when we see from the heart, okay, true intuitive people that are in the heart space, when someone says something that's hurtful, we see beyond the words. When we look at what the heart is saying, it's like this person is reaching out to me because they want to connect. They want connection. This is why they're upset. This is why maybe they offered a criticism. You know, when we get a criticism or something, we want to defend ourselves or we want to respond with the ego. And so that's an old game. Just responding with an ego, defending ourselves, hearing the threat, hearing the criticism, rather than connecting to the heart and saying, this person wants to connect. This person came to me. Underneath all this hurt is their light. And so I'm going to connect with my heart to the light and let them allow this inertia of energy of the trauma come out. And then the inner child feels safe. And I'm a safe place for this person. If you love them, okay? If you want to come from heart. Or we could perpetuate the anger here. So this is the pile of the 7 swords that someone did something, you know, and I'm still upset, or I don't know how to forgive, or I'm still wanting an apology, or I need certain things. It's like we don't need anything from the heart. Heart just wants to love and accept. That's it. Everything else that needs and has conditions, that's ego, and that is not coming from the heart, okay? Conditioning, beliefs. So the virgin's milk. So we can experience something completely different that we're not even expecting to experience here. We couldn't even believe it to be a thing with the virgin's milk, okay? And it's like the only way for something to shift completely different here, the only way for us to allow there to be a shift in energy completely different than anything we've experienced is to allow it to be a thing that manifests itself rather than trying to force it or to put a story to it, you know? So I feel like there's this there's still a big part of this sort of experience or this journey that we haven't yet seen or experienced just yet, you know? And I think we're trying in an area that isn't going to produce the thing that we want. So let me explain this a different way. However you're engaged with this person, whatever way, it's not working. I feel like some of you guys might have pulled away or blocked or left this person, or however you're engaged. I don't know. Maybe your energy's saying one thing, but you're doing another. That's not working. Okay, everything has to be congruent. The heart and the words and how I'm acting. You know, my energy has buy-in here, because whatever you're doing, I feel like you're trying to get some sort of outcome with this person, and that is not working. So if it's not working, it's time to really look at self and heart, okay, in order to produce something different here than what we've experienced. There's the gazelle, so this person runs away, very skittish. And so it's like this person's around, but too scared to act in a certain way, so then they run. When we act in a certain way, they run. And they need to earn the trust here, you know, but I feel like it's going to take time for this gazelle to trust. It's always going to want to run away, leap away. And although it's curious, of course it's curious, because everyone wants to love. And I feel like this person wants to be in this energy and the potential, you know, but it takes time for it to heat up. Okay, but every time we create conflict here, it goes back to the shadow and back to the thing, or it remains in the shadow. Okay, you have the devil. So the devil never exists, but we feel held back. We feel like we can't break free of certain behaviors and patterns, or we feel stuck by certain things. And so the only way to break free is to really see the devil for what it is. And I feel like your devil, the thing that's holding you back, that's chaining you to this set of circumstance, is your own energy. Because I don't feel we're in heart space. I don't feel we're extending forgiveness, patience, acceptance. I don't feel we're nurturing the inner child of this person, or seeing that the potential is still a thing here, because our mind gets in the way. And so we feel triggered, traumatized, and let the ego respond. Okay, and we might be repeating this. That's the devil. And so it's okay. We're not going to judge you on this, but now we're saying, okay, let's change this. Let's heat up the way that we've been behaving. Let's provide a safer environment here so things could move in the right direction. Because right now I think things are moving in the opposite direction. We're getting the opposite results here of something. Okay, and so I feel like this person has love. Yes, this person hasn't shown you, but it's because this person too is defensive and ego and needing to let their inner child feel safe in order for them to communicate. And so their devil is an unhealthy pattern. I've been hurt in the past, and so I'm incapable of having healthy patterns in my world. And so therefore I can't talk to you about the future and my wishes and my vision of the future. You know, I'm too scared. I'm too skittish. I don't trust myself. It's not about you. It's about me here. Okay, so what's next in love? I feel like next in love, the Spirit is really telling you it's going to be up to you to break the pattern, to apply some love and some heat and this passion you have and the love towards this person, if this resonates for you. Because I feel there's love here on both sides. And we're both acting out of trigger and trauma, which perpetuates the 7 swords and the 5 swords and the conflict. Okay, and the 5 cups and the repeats and the devils. And we don't want this. So it's up to us to see the greater light, have greater vision here, greater awareness, be more ascended, to see a bigger picture and clearly. And that is, I have grace, I have forgiveness in self, I have patience, I can accept. I know that there's a rhythm to this person's transformation. So I will allow this person, the universe, to do what it needs to do to see what can come of this. Okay? And shift the energy this way. So pile number 2, this is your reading. I love you very much. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 3. You guys picked the Mystical Manga Tarot. I cannot wait to get into your reading. We're looking at what's next in love, or who is coming towards you. So if it's someone new, we'll see someone new. If it's a return person here, then it'll be a return person. I can't help who I see. So if you're not wanting to hear from that ex, that person, that be back, then you can certainly go check out another reading or another pile, okay? If this sounds more like you, because I'm going to describe this person here, then this could certainly be your own frequency energy. You might want to go check out another pile, okay? But what we're asking here is, what's next in love? Okay, and if there's someone coming towards you, who is this person? I haven't looked at these. Okay, it's pre-shuffled oracle cards. Who is this person? Their characteristics, or what they're about, the energy they're encompassing, so you know who it is. And if it doesn't sound like someone you know, then it certainly could be a new person. So what we're going to do is we're going to read the tarot first to see what's next in love, and read it this way, okay? So Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful pile 3. What's next in love? Who's coming in? What's next in love for pile 3? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good. Thank you so much, Spirit. I'm so blessed to be here. And thank you so much, pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed, so grateful to be doing this reading. See this one right there. Those 2. Okay. So, 5 cups. Oh, boy. And the devil. Oh, boy. Capricorn energy. Let's do all the cards before we open my mouth. Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. 5 Pentacles in reverse. Okay. 5 Swords. The Knight of Coins. And we have 7 Swords. This kind of feels a lot like pile 2 here, you guys. And we have Strength, Leo energy, And we have the 10 wands and the 2 pentacles. And under that, we have the 5 wands. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me read this energy and see what it pulls through, okay? 5 cups. Okay. This is go watch pile 2, okay? Because I do feel is very similar energy. So I'm getting a few things here. If you resonate with the dynamic of pile 2, some of you guys, because I was getting an energy of you moving out because you just, whatever, had enough of whatever situation. This could certainly be an alternate sort of path maybe for you, okay? But we'll see, because what I see here is the same sort of energy. We're in a situation that left us feeling fairly saddened by it, okay? An experience here. So this could be you or your person. I don't know. Most likely your person was in an energy that wasn't workable. It created conflict. So now this person's in conflict about the devilish ways. You know, the devilish ways is I am stuck in some pattern that keeps me not happy. And it could be a mind story or conflicting thoughts that has created a situation that now I see that I'm saddened by because I did something here that I regret or that wasn't aligned for my greatest good. And so I'm sad about this. It left me out in the cold. And I see pile 3 as this beautiful Queen of Wands. You know, like a gorgeous Queen of Wands. The epitome of who I want to be with. And now I'm out in the cold, out of my own doing, because of my devilish ways, whatever this is, my addictions, my bad ways of being, my inability to connect, my just whatever had me sort of toxic in this situation and didn't allow me to move forward and be consistent, you know, in my efforts and show up. So I haven't been reliable, I haven't been consistent. I created sabotage here. And so my sabotage, this might be different in the aspect that the sabotage for this group, I think, is this person's maybe immediate gratifications or addictions or bad behaviors. Okay. And it's like, the bad behaviors is like I'm sabotaging like crazy, but I sabotage myself, you know, and it's like this is through a way of not being honest. So I lie by omission, or I self-sabotage, or I don't let you in, and I keep doing the same thing that creates pain and toxic things here. You know, I feel like maybe you feel used by this person too. And so it's like there's the sexual energy that's really pulling through. So this person could show up, you know, using you physically, you know, and then it's like, but then when it comes to allowing themselves to be in an energy, it's like they're held back to actually show love or be consistent or show up in the material realm of something worth creating. And it's like, I can't be consistent or relied upon, but I feel an attraction and a pull to you. Like there's heavy passion here, like obsessive passion, physical sex, I feel here. Okay. And it's like this person, you know, has created all sorts of tension here, and it's like not choosing you. You're not a priority here in this person's world, and so now you're not an option at all. But I feel like this is the heaviness they created, and I feel like you've had to carry the burden of this person's behaviors. So you're looking at this person like, I don't like what I experienced with you. I carry this burden. You made me feel like you didn't prioritize me. You made me feel like, I don't know, an option here, or you chose something else that, yeah, that I don't understand, you know. And for some of you guys, this person could have chosen another person, you know, or had you compete for their time or their energy. Like this energy actually feels a lot more heavier than pile 2, because I feel like pile 2's person was just indecisive, couldn't choose them, but it was because they couldn't communicate their feelings. I feel like this person is a heavy sabotager, like very heavy sabotager. So I used you for sex, or I was in third party, or I made you compete for me, or I was not very clear, and so I put you in this sort of turbulent energy. And it's like a very heavy energy here, you know. It doesn't feel good at all. And it's almost like no remorse is kind of what I'm feeling. And so I'm not learning from my lessons. And yeah, so what's going on with this person? Well, I feel like this person is looking back at their own actions. I feel like you see it as them being, you know, a situation or circumstance you didn't want to experience. But I feel like they're looking back at this saying, I don't want to be out in the cold. Now, I don't know the reasonings why they want to get out of this. Is it because they want it to be more physical? Because I still feel like there's devil energy here. You know, I still feel like there's sabotage here. I still feel like they understand that they had a potential to offer something and did not. So Spirit's coming through. This person feels heavy as well. And their heaviness here is them holding themselves back from facing what they need to face, which is the devil in their world, their conflicting thoughts, because I feel like they've upkept this devil way of being for so long. And so now they're forced to look at this devil and really deal with their actions, you know? And like I said, for some of you guys, is the third party situation, you know? Whatever this was, the drinking, the drugs, the partying, the sex, the whatever's, justice. Yeah, it's like now they're in the bed they dealt with here. So it's like, how do I regain a level of justice here? But I'm held back. I'm held back. Trying to control myself here. 7 cups. Yeah, it's like I didn't prioritize you. I made you feel like you were just another option. I made you feel like you're another option here. So what's next here with this person then? Because I feel like they're in a very heavy energy of like about to crack here, but I don't feel that there's any cracking yet, but I feel there's a heavy pull towards you, like very intense. So let's see. Maybe the oracle will provide clarity. If not, then we'll go back to the tarot, because I don't know that you know anything different other than what's happened. So spirits, please, who is this person? Let's identify, you know, and what's next in love here. Willingness. You're able to compromise if the end result is love. Wow, that's powerful. So, but what is love? You know, does this person understand what love is? So maybe you have an ability to forgive if this person understands what love is. And at the 10 wands, it's like they're not quite over this sort of experience that they had just yet. Self-care and focusing on self. Yeah, this is focusing on self, healing self, and knowing that if this person doesn't come in love, then I gotta take care of myself. Young male, sporty, cars, youthful. So I'm getting an immature masculine energy with young male. You know, a matrix male, still focused on the things that might necessarily not matter. It doesn't have to necessarily be cars and sporty, but it's like the matrix world that I'm focused on. The devil, you know, whatever the devil was in their world. You know, gossip, matrix world, neighbor, small talk, grapevine, and this could be third party. Matrix world. Okay. King, light attributes, enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. Shadow attributes, excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. This person's been in shadow energy for some time, and I feel like this experience is getting them to come into their potential in order for them to become enlightened, in order for them to be in their more benevolent energy, which is one of compassion and love and doing for the greater good rather than entitlement here. Okay, and even this rulership without restraint, it's like that strength card I was seeing there. It's almost like this person just reacts and does what they want in the moment here without any sort of consequence. Priest, light attributes, facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. Shadow attributes, violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. So there's definitely a push to enlightenment, to connect with divine, a higher potential of purpose here. Working on self. Okay, and then we have saboteur. Light attributes, highlights your fear of self-empowerment and changes it would bring in your life. Shadow attribute, induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. So this person is still working through their sabotaging ways, unfortunately, but to take it as confirmation, if you've been wondering, is this person ascending? Is this person understanding? It's like they're not quite there yet, but I feel like the divine is saying this person is needing to sit with this energy in order to shift. And with this, you are able to compromise if the end result is love. It's like there could still be a potential if you're wanting with this person, but this person is going to certainly have to acknowledge their unhealthy relationship with the matrix. That's the devil, the sustainer. This is your energy. 24. So I feel like you feel almost stuck to this person, you know, in a way here that I feel like you're sacrificing self in some way. And so Spirit is saying for you to pull your energy more on self in a way here that doesn't sacrifice yourself for anyone or anything. Because I feel like you're in an energy of not giving this person enough space to understand this lesson. Because if you're always sort of there for this person, you know, in a way, now this doesn't mean coming from a place of vengeance, but from a place that understands healthy boundary. That I can't peg myself to your unhealthy devil ways and go down with your ship and do whatever it is you're wanting me to do. But if the end result here is love, and I'm doing this for my greatest good because I understand my self-worth and my value, I'm going to focus on my own passions here. You know, so we need to mold ourselves in a way here that focuses on this. But I feel there's still some confusion here about how to engage with this person and how to point yourself towards self. And so we're still sort of used and abused here. Mortification. So this is like the death card in the tarot. Okay, we have 68. So there's this need to transform, a need to put an end to how we engage, and this person definitely needs to transform and change and put an end to how they're engaged in the matrix. This is shedding the old and really like being the observer here. Really being the observer here. I feel we keep giving in to something here. I feel very stuck. The Raven's Head. This is all about being called to a higher calling or purpose and having to fulfill that sort of calling, you know, like we can't unsee what we've seen here, and we've been pulled and called to take this journey, and at the end we're left with a beautiful pearl. But throughout the process, there's a lot of the agitation that happens so this pearl can become the pearl, and so the experience is unpleasant sometimes, you know, but we must follow in our highest good. We must understand. And so I feel like both of you guys are being called to higher purpose here through this experience. 47. Okay. 47. And so here's the reddening coming to life. So we have the die off and then the coming to life, to be reborn here. And this is the masculine, the feminine, with the gold and the silver is kind of the sun and the moon. Balance. And here's the little black ball, which is the shadow self that still exists here. So both you guys are working on shedding the shadow self, and your shadow is this maybe sacrificing self or being this energy of, you know, like people pleasing in some way and at the expense of self. And it's like, no, you're being called for something. And I feel like Spirit's also saying there's something here inspiring you. I don't know if it's like your creative pursuit, maybe a career, some sort of passion here, in order for you to focus on this. And this will break through some of the confusion you might have around this area, because it will allow you to focus your energy on self, to be the support you need, to let the things die off here. Because I feel like there's a lot of energy on this person. And so we're not allowing our new self to be born in healing, you know. And then when we're both in energy to work together, when you're healed and not sacrificing self, and you're in this new energy, and this person is in their ascended version and connected with Spirit and not sabotaging or fixed on the 3D, then we can come together, you know, then we can come together in love. But I don't feel like the time is here or now. Tiger, this is divine feminine energy. There's also primal energy. And so are we giving into our passions? You know, if this person comes around wanting sex or wanting to be physical or wanting whatever they want here in the matrix world, are we giving in? Let's not give in, okay? So we can, in a loving way, transform this energy. Okay, we don't need to sabotage yourself, because both you guys, if you're mirroring here, is in a form of sabotage. I sabotage because I don't know my self-worth, and so I give in to this person's demands, and this person doesn't know self-love, so I just stomp all over other people and get what I want here in this matrix world because I feel entitled. And so I command. I take rulership here, you know, like this tyrant king. And so we're both learning about connecting with the divine. Facilitates spiritual commitment, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. So we need to rise above any of this matrix energy in order to transcend past the ego, to be called to a higher purpose here, you know, to become the pearl, the thing of substance, the jewel, and not all the other stuff here. So I feel like you're having to do this as well. Now I feel like for you guys, pile number 3, I do feel I need to pull some tarot here. What is it that pile 3 is needing to know then about this? Like, what's next here? Because I feel like what's next is really Spirit pointing at you. You know, pointing at you, like, get your ishness together here, and there's the Ace of Wands. So there is something here you can focus on, but we have to really, really, like, stay committed to this, you know, with that Strength card. Be committed and dedicated to shed the old self, and allow yourself to know that if love is meant to be, and the result is meant to be love with this person, it will happen only when we transform here. We don't cling to this version of this person. This version of this person is a tyrant and acting out of wrong reasons. So 7 Wands. This is the defensive energy and standing up for what we believe. So this is opposite to this. You know, this is like, no, like, I won't be taken advantage of. I'm going to fight for what I believe. And look at the Ace of Wands here. So there's some thing that you believe in. Stand your ground. You're in a higher position here to win, okay? And this means winning to align yourself with what's meant to be. Because right now I feel like you're not getting what's meant to be. You're getting the short end of the stick. And this person's unruly ways I feel you're experiencing. So it's like, take a hold of this wand, stand your ground, defend yourself. No matter how many times this person comes at you with whatever they come at you. Magician, you have the tools. You hold the key. So I feel like you don't know this. You know, and if you do know this, you're not leaning into this, because you're manifesting this person's behaviors right now in your world. And Spirit is saying, you're the master magician. You can manifest what you want, but we have to be very aware and cognizant of the energy we're putting out and what we're creating here. And so your tools can create what you want to see here through way of words, thoughts, feelings to manifest. Okay, so if you have a wish of something, you can manifest this and know of what it is that you want, let the universe handle it, and then focus on the things that bring you joy. Like, don't bend here to other people's will. So we have Virgo and Gemini energy. So we have the King of Swords, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have 10 Pentacles. I don't know how these cards were coming out. We have 7 Cups. And we have Justice, Libra energy, heavy Gemini energy. And we have the King of Wands in reverse, Aries, Leo, Sag. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay. So some of you guys would certainly be dealing with someone with a third party situation here, okay? For some of you guys. Now, what is this showing? There's a lot of confusion here on the table. Your person has built something here, okay? Whatever they've built here. And I feel like you're creating as well your future. And so the tools are in your hands to create yours. The tools are in this person's hands to create their own future. So if we're seeing unjust behaviors by this person, if we're not feeling it's balanced or just, if we're feeling there's a lot of confusion, Spirit is saying it's because the energy you're putting out is creating and perpetuating this. Okay, so if this person is going to get honest with themselves and take action in truth in order to build something that is stable, reliable, and balanced here, they have to get out of confusion. And so they got to get out of their shadow energy, which is this King of Wands energy. King of Wands in the shadow is not good. Arrogant, I get what I want. I trample over other people's desires and what they need to get what I want. And so there's a level of non-compromise and not seeing the error of our ways here. Okay, and so like I said, for some of you guys, this person is in a situation already here, or maybe you're the person here that they've built with and they're acting a fool, or I don't know, like breaking some sort of trust you have in this person. And so what Spirit is really showing is this whole confusion, this whole energy of this person being unruly or doing what they think that they want here by keeping all their options open and not becoming honest and clear about this solid, reliable thing that is fair and just is in your hands. Okay, now this doesn't mean you can control this person. This just means you control your own energy, and then this person's energy will shift according to what happens. They will see, they will understand, and they will have to come accordingly. If they're not providing reliability, if they're not building whatever you want them to build, this is the justice that's going to happen to them, because karma always evens out. Okay, so if they're unclear, if they're not choosing, it's all because they're not seeing and they're in their shadow. So I feel like you're capable of standing on your own. You're capable of being grounded, and you can rely on self to create your own future. You're not doing this. Okay, I feel like you're more leaning on this person, trying to get them to be or do certain things. And so you don't need to. Okay, you really don't need to. 6 Wands. Now, there's a lot of ego going on here, and I feel like Spirit's saying if we want success, success will only come from within and is manifested with the tools we have in order to create what it is we want to experience here. Okay, so I do feel like final words here then for you, because I feel like we're just more given guidance here, what it is that you're doing as opposed to what it is you can be doing in order to have a shift here. You know, I feel very connected and attached to this person, and knowing that there is something beyond this, that is this beautiful benevolent king that has great potential, you know, that is needing to be reborn or find balance within self. And so I don't know, we're hanging around hoping, crossing our fingers and our toes, but it's like, no, like, let's get focused on self. Let's start to manifest the thing we want, and let this person sort of do their thing and not fall into their, I don't know, like I feel like this person can pull you in sexually or something here. So Spirit, clear and concise message here, please, in regards to beautiful pile number 3. Final message. What am I missing exactly? Why are we seeing this for what's next in love? And Queen of Swords in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. King of Pentacles. And the Page of Coins in reverse. That's the Page of Pentacles. And we have the Hermit in reverse, and then we have the 5 Wands. On the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. Under that, we have the 2 Cups in reverse. Okay. You and this person aren't seeing eye to eye. Clear. Okay, it's imbalance. You might be giver, 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 and they're taker, taker, taker. It's imbalance. They're not seeing from your values. And even in the cups here, when they are upright, like one seems higher than the other. So, imbalanced. Okay, that's why it didn't work. And so, we know intuitively, if you're at this reading, there's something more here. We see this benevolent king, this person's potential. We understand something on an intuitive level. It is true. Okay, but the only way that we can connect here is not to engage the way we have been in the 3D world, which I feel has been sabotaging self in way of sacrificing and not being focused and allowing ourselves to do our own thing. Okay, so I feel like you don't see how this person, you know, could straighten up. Like, they're not providing you clarity. You have no understanding here. They're keeping you in the dark. And I feel like what you want is this person to commit, but they're unreliable and they're inconsistent, and they haven't been somebody here you could rely on or that has committed to you. And I feel like this is what you want. You don't see this right now with this person. So if you don't see it, it doesn't exist here. Okay, so we don't have love just yet here. I don't see it. I haven't experienced it. This has been my understanding. And so since it's your understanding in the 3D world, this is what's reality in the 3D world. Okay, but I think our intuition knows what reality is outside of this. But I feel like what Spirit wants you to do is now find balance between what you intuitively know as the 5D experience. This person has a potential, but here in the 3D, they haven't shown you anything. You don't see anything. You want this. You can't have it in the 3D in the energy you're in until you go within and understand, okay, truly what it is you want. Sit with self, be able to know thyself in this 3D world so that you understand what's intuition, what's happening in the 3D, make a clear sense of it, find balance, not to be conflicted, okay? Because I feel like there's a lot of conflicting thoughts between the intuition and what's happening with this person on the 3D level. And so we can't make sense of it. Well, I'll tell you, on the 3D level, you want commitment, stability, and someone you can rely on, and that's not what they're doing. And so it's causing conflict between you and this person. They're in the matrix right now. You don't need to fight and fight for this person and resist all sorts of things of letting go and force, you know. What's meant for you won't weigh a thing. It's flow. It's flowing with the universe. But the only way we can flow with the universe is when we sit with ourselves. So we haven't reflected enough to understand a greater truth within us. We're still relying on the mind here, you know, and it's like, okay, well, I feel there's something more to this person. I don't see it. And so I'm sort of doing the same thing, or I'm in the same engagement. It's like, no, I need to put an end to how we're engaged because we don't see and understand it. It's like, okay, all I know is what you've proven to me here. And I know that there's a 5D realm here of your potential, which is just that. So I connect here to spirit, you know, and I understand that when we can come together in love, when we can compromise, when I don't need to, yeah, like sacrifice myself here. And really, I don't even feel like it's a compromise so much as it is I'm in my full energy and you in your full energy, and we're still able to come together here without having to compromise anything. You know, we don't need to compromise anything of ourselves, I feel. The Tower. We need to allow the things to fall apart here. Okay, we're upkeeping some illusion of some unhealthy dynamic between you and this person. He says, she said, going back and forth, under one understanding, and maybe you think, hey, this is the one. I see the potential. If I'm just here, you know, eventually this person might, you know, and this is kind of the advice we give when we're creating a safe place for somebody, you know, but I feel like this person is just off the charts in their shadow. And so the healthiest thing we can do for this person is not allow them to take us down with them and create healthy boundaries, you know. We don't got to be mean about it, but healthy boundaries, and focus on ourselves. Okay, the Queen Pentacles energy, and just know intuitively, like if this person is going to get out of their shadow and see themselves for who they are, they have to know themselves. And the only way is for me not to keep giving in to this person. And so their world will sort of shatter here. And for those of you guys, if it is a third party, it's like that connection is built on shaky ground. You know, it's not going to sustain. It's unsustainable here, but yet it's upkeeping this thing, this illusion. So this is your message, pile 3. I hope this helped you guys. And yeah, this is all I have. This is how it came out, okay? I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 4, Mystic Mondays Tarot. So what are we looking at? We're looking at what's next in love. Who's coming towards you? Okay, so I pre-shuffled oracle cards, and I asked to describe this person. Okay, and if it's not a person coming towards you, then it's the energy of what's next in love. That might reveal itself, but if this sounds more like it's describing you, then it could be that there's another pile for you, okay? And you've just tapped into your own energy. So what we're looking at is what's next in love. And I was thinking we were going to see a whole lot of new love, but so far it seems like we're getting a lot of situations here in regards to who we're dealing with, okay? So if you're not wanting to deal with whatever person that keeps showing up in your readings, then maybe not the reading for you. I can't help how this comes out, so up to you whether you want to listen or not, okay? I'm just reading energy and cards, and we're looking at what's next in love for you with this person, this situation. Is it new? And so on and so forth, okay? So clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 4, Spirit. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile 4. Thank you so much, pile 4, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing your reading, seeing what is next in love for you. All right, so we do have quite a few here. I will leave these like this. And I don't read bottom of the deck reverse. We'll see the oracles shortly, okay? Okay, let's put them out. So we have 3 Pentacles in reverse. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the 9 Wands. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the Star. And we have the Hanged Woman. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Lovers. And we have the 3 Swords in reverse. And we have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck and the 10 Pentacles. I'll put that like that. So let's get the signs sort of out of the way. We have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, Aquarius, more Pisces, and Gemini and Cancer. Okay, so let's see what's going on. What's next in love here? Under 10 Pentacles, we have High Priestess, more Pisces energy. So very strong Pisces here. Okay, wow. So I feel like we're coming out of a situation. Okay, this feels very different than the other 3 piles, but I feel like whatever situation we were in didn't amount to anything of substance here. Okay, so I don't know, either this person didn't show up or you didn't feel like they were the one to create something with here. So I feel like you've been not investing emotionally in this person, or potentially just they aren't available emotionally for you. And so there's an energy here of you having to focus on your own self in order for you to move forward, in order for you to create a future you want to see here. So I feel like you're in an energy of not really wanting to engage so much with this person, you know, because I feel they've let you down, or you're just keeping your distance in your space here. And so I feel like this person, whatever situation that you're dealt with, could certainly be water under the bridge. You know, could be water under the bridge here as someone that you've dealt with in the past, but you're wanting to move forward. You're wanting to grow and move on. And so I feel like what Spirit is showing here is that there is a moving forward. There is a building of something here. There is an opportunity for you to have a choice here in the future as to who it is you want to invest with. But I feel like there's a period of time where you sit and reflect on what it is you truly want. Okay, and in this energy, I feel like you're very protective of your energy. And so I don't know if this person that you have dealt with comes in to, I don't know, like express themselves to you, or if there's someone new, which we'll see with the oracles. Okay, because I'm kind of getting mixed energy here. But I feel like you're not interested. You're not interested here because I think you experienced something you didn't like. So I don't know if someone new comes in and you're just like, yeah, I'm not interested because I'm still recuperating, or I'm still trying to understand what it is that I want. So I'm still sort of hesitant. I'm not willing to invest fully right now, you know. But then I see that there is you regaining balance, and then you having a choice here. But I feel like someone's giving you an offer. Yeah, someone's giving you an offer, and I think you're not able to see the offer clearly or make that choice until you heal what it is that's been hurting you or what's upset you. I feel like there's a need to really deal with whatever hurts you have here. And I think you are in the process of healing with the healing card here. And maybe this is why you take a break, so that you can reflect But I feel like only when we can release this hurt does the offer and the choice become available to us so that we can move forward balanced. Because if we're not in a balanced energy to accept the offer, then we're incapable of moving forward and creating something. Because I feel like ultimately, I think you want to create something with the 10 Pentacles, something solid for the long term. I think this is what you are contemplating. What can I build? What do I want? What's connected to my intuition about knowing what I want to build? And it hasn't been what I've experienced here. All I've experienced 5 Pentacles. I don't want that. I felt like it wasn't emotionally something I wanted to invest in. Okay, but I feel like there's an energy here of somebody expressing and wanting to offer something to you, but you're defensive, guarded, not wanting to see it or take it. And then it's like, until I could regain my balance through some contemplation, some further understanding, some healing. And then it's like, okay, I could see now that there's a solid offer here. Now it's either because I've been able to deal with my situation or my broken heart, or I gotta completely, because it's still showing up here, like completely let go of any heartache here in order for me to walk down this path. So I have 10 cups in reverse. So I haven't reached the full potential of happiness here emotionally. 10 cups and 10 pentacles. Okay, let's pull a little bit more tarot here, okay? I haven't done this for the others, but it's not very clear to me what is going on here. So that might be current state, and for some of you guys, you might be all over the place on this timeline, you know, but I do feel someone's offering you a pentacle here, and it's out of love with the Knight of Cups. Expressing love, making a solid offer. So Spirit, what exactly am I missing here for pile number 4 in regards to what's next in love? Clear and concise message. What's next in love for pile number 4, please? Thank you so much. What am I missing? Why are we seeing this message? 7 Pentacles. So I don't want to invest in something that doesn't produce a pentacle. I think you're really focused on the pentacle realm, like the 10 Pentacles, but yet the Queen of Cups was reversed, and same with the 10 Cups. Like, I don't know, at the expense of emotions. We're trying to get some sort of pentacle. 10 Wands. Heaviness here. Okay, so the Sun in reverse. A need for clarity and understanding. 8 Pentacles in reverse. This is like a giving up energy. Lots of Pentacles here. 6 of Wands. This is ego cards here. The Hermit in reverse. I need to go in deeper to understand. And there's the 7 of Wands, which is that defensive energy. 7 of Cups in reverse. And the Page of Cups in reverse. And the Strength. Okay, let me sit here with this energy. So yeah, like I said, if this isn't your energy, then it could certainly be your person. But the energy of the same person who was in the 9 Wands is defensive here. Okay, and it is, I'm not wanting to invest here because I don't see clearly the success that it is that I see for myself, or that I even understand what it is that I want. So I need to take the time to really reflect and understand what it is that I want, where it is that I want to invest. And so I'm defensive, or I'm like just protecting myself, creating space here because I want success for me in the pentacle realm. And here it's like I'm not going to invest in a pentacle way if I know it's not going to produce something here. And so there's this energy of it needing to get out and create space for yourself so you're not feeling overwhelmed, you know, overwhelmed by being in a connection here with someone who might be unclear, or a situation that is unclear. Again, with the Queen of Cups in reverse and the 10 Cups, it's like, I don't know, there's like emotional blocks here. And so because of the emotional block, I carry this heaviness. I can't give in the pentacle realm until I open up my heart space or understand what it is that I truly want and feel. And so I don't know if you're holding yourself back, or you don't have the courage to lean into what it is you're supposed to do. But I feel like it's an uncomfortable sort of energy that we sit in here. So if this is your person's energy, you know, from what I read, is like why they're not showing up in a pentacle realm here is because their heart space is open and they're needing to do the healing of the heart with the 3 swords in reverse. And someone's offering them a cup, which could be you, you know, and they weren't wanting to cooperate with the 3 pentacles in reverse or show up. I couldn't create, I couldn't manifest. And it's my own sort of doing, and I'm creating space, and I'm defensive, and I'm reflecting, and I don't know, I'm keeping people out. It seems like a mirrored pile here, like flipped. And someone who realizes that you couldn't create or manifest. And it's most likely because of them, because I see someone offering a cup and a pentacle. So if they don't want it, it's because the heart space is closed with the 3 swords in reverse and need to heal. Let's see. Who is this person? What's going on, Spirit? If we're still confused, we'll pull some more tarot. So unity. You understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. Oh my goodness. This is like, we are all one. Abundance. Wow. So 7 cups all overflowing. So a lot of confusion I felt and having to choose, but look at all the emotions overflowing here, and the third eye is overflowing here, overflowing with emotions. Karma, toxic story, new opportunities. So the Ace of Wands was, or the Ace of Pentacles was all about a new beginning. Karma, door opening. Are we seeing the light? Are we crossing over to this other area? Wallflower, limited potential, shy, and withholding. Now, someone's been withholding with the 9 wands and the 7 wands. And the Strength card. And the Hangman. And the Hermit in reverse. Withholding. Not allowing myself to explore new opportunities here. Although, look at all this emotion. Lots of confusion. Servant. Light attribute. Delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. Shadow attribute. Using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward in life. So we saw all those pentacles. So there's someone who doesn't feel good enough, confident enough in their status, in their position. You know, like I haven't created my empire. I don't have my house, or I don't have my car, or I don't have the thing. And so I don't even try with the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. And the 7 Pentacles, it's like I don't want to be investing in a situation here if I know I'm not worthy to stand on my own, to give to it, to create something. Pentacles means quite a bit to this person. Maybe they're very materialistic, or they want to have some sort of stability first. So they're withholding love. Although there is love here, but I feel like it's withholding and it's confusing things here. Visionary. Light attributes. Capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Shadow attributes. Selling insights to the highest bidder. Compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. So this kind of is talking about, in this context, it's like we have a twisted vision of who we want to be before we can allow ourselves to love freely and choose and be available. So we withhold because the vision of me that I think I need to be isn't quite there yet. So the karma is having to break this understanding. Wow, this is actually quite a deep reading. Shapeshifter, yeah, light attributes, skill at navigating through difficult levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. Shadow attribute, projecting an image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. Somebody's in their false self still in the idea of who they think they need to be, and if they're not there, then they're held back. Oh my goodness, you guys. Shapeshifter. I don't look at these. 2 different tarot packs here, or oracle packs. 15, the devil, Capricorn energy. So, but the shapeshifter is able to sort of adapt or whatever. But yeah, like this person can't be themselves. So I have to be who you want me to be, or who I think I need to be for you. And I feel below you, not good enough. Oh my goodness. This is not good, you guys. And it's like, but we are all one. We can come together. I understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. How do I tap into this abundance? That I'm worthy of abundance. Sulfur. So sulfur is used in the geyser to break through here and let things flow. So there's a block here. There's a need to release, allow things to flow. Sulfur doesn't smell very good. Rotation with the spider. So we could create something. I'm feeling like very limited here. We have limited potential. Limited. Okay, the spider is definitely all about potential to create. So there's a limitation on what I could create here because my understanding is very limited. I'm only capable of certain things, or I have to be in a certain way to create. So I'm very 8 swords here in my understanding. Lead. So that's very heavy energy, very fixed. And then we see the black and white. So need for balance. The doe. So this is a female energy. Okay. So an ability to receive. Allow ourselves to feel. And the camel. Endurance. And the camel goes through harsh environment here. But also the camel carries the water in its back. And it's like, is this person sort of holding their emotions, you know, with the Queen of Cups in reverse and holding back their emotions that want to come out. Okay. Sorry, guys. If you guys stayed here throughout this whole thing, it's taken a while. I think I will maybe read some tarot as well. But what I'm really getting here, the person you're dealing with here is having a challenge. They're needing to break through something here that's very karmic, and it's how they perceive themselves. They might feel very below you, not at your level. And so there's an understanding of who they have to be first in the pentacle realm, you know, and so their emotions are sort of held hostage here. And it's like, this is what we're trying to break through. Like, look at the synchronicity here with the third eye flowing and this looking like an eye, and it's like sort of flowing in the same way. But it's like, my emotions and how I feel have absolutely nothing to do with what I have here in the pentacle realm. And so I feel like this person wants to create with you, but feels very limited. Okay, and they feel very weighed down and held back by a set of circumstances. And the universe wants them to learn to be able to receive love and be receptive. They don't have to do anything. They just have to embrace and feel at one here. So this is what they're learning. I feel like they're opening this understanding up so that things can flow between you and them. Because up until now, I think this person's been withholding. Okay, and so with the tarot at the beginning, I feel like you've been giving them love or showing up for them or offering them something that they can't see, and they're in the hangman trying to understand differently, but it's them working with the divine to understand themselves from a different perspective. So they've been uncommitted and not showing up, you know, because it's like, well, how am I going to show up here when I don't even feel incapable or understand? So there's an understanding or an idea of who they have to be, which is not true. Okay, and so this is what I feel is shifting here within this person, so that there can be a new opportunity. And because at the end we saw there with the Ace of Pentacles, you were offering this person this new beginning here with the Pentacles, something worth having. And they were seeing it as a 10 Pentacles, but the 10 Cups was in reverse. So it's like this person feels like they have to create some sort of empire here in order for them to be happy. You know, but that's them having to deal with that 3 swords in reverse, because they're going to perpetuate some sort of heartache, thinking they can only be open to love when they're worthy in the material pentacle realm. And so I'm going to behave in all sorts of different ways here. Okay, so Spirit, what is it then that pile 4 needs to know about this connection and this person? Because I kind of flipped it on you guys, but I do feel this is the way it was intended to come out, you know. And I feel like this person is needing to tap into their heart space, independent of the pentacle realm. Delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. It's free. It's not dependent on who I am and what it is that I think I need to be. I'm using lack of money and excuse not to move forward with life, you know, not to move forward in this connection. So I'm shy, I'm withholding, I'm not deserving of love, I have to be all these things. I have to create all this thing first. But I feel weighed down by life. And so I feel like a lot of you guys have been enduring this connection with this person, but this person's been holding in a lot of their emotions for you. So Spirit, well, what is it about this that pile number 4 needs to know then about this person, this situation? King of Wands, they need to build their confidence, go after what they want. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, their vision for the future of what they want. They have to be confident that they can attain this in themselves. 7 of Cups. So it's like they can choose whichever cup to get clear on what it is that they want, but they have to be confident enough to choose the cup and not keep things all confusing. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This person certainly feels like you're out of their league, you know, and I feel like they're very dependent on some pentacle realm right now. So either someone in their life that's providing them with security, you know, could be the mother of their child, I don't know, a sibling, a parent, someone they're dependent on. Okay, the Hierophant in reverse. So yeah, it's like their understanding of how they live their life, okay, is, I don't know, some sort of unconventional way here of how they perceive themselves. So why is the 7 of Cups here, Spirit? The Sun in reverse. So we need to shed ego. We have Taurus and Leo. They're not seeing very clearly the cup in front of them. So all they see is a bunch of options, and they're keeping things very open and confusing here because of their lack of confidence, you know. 8 of Cups in reverse. They're stuck in this sort of emotional a situation which is emotionally unpleasant, but has me stuck because I'm dependent on it, or this is the lifestyle that I know. And then the World, putting an end to a cycle. And then the 9 Pentacles in reverse. Okay, yeah, all over this reading. Pentacle, Pentacle, Pentacle. So this person has an unhealthy way of life, of understanding, and that's impacting their confidence, specifically when it comes to their future in choosing what makes them emotionally happy. Because to them, emotions and pentacles are kind of intertwined. And so right now it's like, I don't see that I could be happy. I don't see that there's a clear choice in front of me that I could confidently choose and remove all the noise and get very pointed and, you know, create a life that I truly want here. So I'm living some sort of unconventional life that I'm dependent on someone or something in my world that doesn't make me emotionally happy here, because this is the thing that I've known, and I'm not strong enough or in the pentacle realm confident enough to create something with you that I want or that I feel would emotionally make me happy. And so I stay here trying to work this out, but it is a block, you know, because I feel like I'm dependent on it or incapable of standing on my own to be available and single and ready and confident to work with you, to create with you. So I'm not here. So I'm fulfilling some other obligation with Shapeshifter. Someone else wants me to be a certain way. You know, I'm trying to upkeep and make everyone else happy with the 6 Wands. 4 Cups in reverse, but I'm emotionally unhappy. And so what Spirit is showing is what's next in love. This person is closing this cycle out, okay? This is giving me an atom. This is unity. We understand that the love shared with another amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. So everything's interconnected here. So I feel like there's love for you. There's no doubt about it. But we're stuck in this 7 Cups, keeping things open, keeping my options open and not choosing you as a cup. Intuitively knowing, having a lot of love here that I'm withholding, okay, withholding, because karmically I have to walk through these doors to understand this love, to build in my confidence here in order for me to really look at what matters and what I'm committing myself to here, and will be able to walk away from things that are emotionally unsatisfying so I could become available and free to give to you, you know, but not stick around here in unpleasant situations. But I don't see this yet. And the only way I can see this is to become enlightened, to see the truth, to sit with the Hangman energy that this person was sort of contemplating and getting enlightened, which I feel they're moving towards, because that's what we were seeing with the first round of tarot, is you offering this new beginning for this person and them seeing that choice as the Lovers, you know, but having that 3 Swords in the reverse was a need to really close whatever is keeping that trap, a trap of emotions. 2 Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I can't choose one or the other here, and so I'm avoiding the choice with the 8 Pentacles we saw in reverse, so I'm not even engaging in a way here. I'm involved with this. So this person's focusing on closing this out, you guys. Okay, so this might take a little bit, but I feel like you've been waiting a little bit for this person already. But I feel like there's a breakthrough here, a release of this. And this sun, because we see the sun here, will be rising, or this person can see and make sense of this, you know, but they really need to trust themselves. And so I feel like the ego here doesn't want to fail, you know, and it only understands one thing that it's sort of dependent on, and it's not aligned with a great good here. So beautiful pile number 4. This was a very interesting reading, and sorry it kind of got a little windy there for you, but I hope it made sense for some of you guys. If you feel called to another pile, then I will see you there. Okay, bye-bye.